at Murray Bridge in South Australia. Absolutely gorgeous day, a little bit warm. The dog's finished with his window, so we'll put that up and get rid of any interference. We are heading up through the hills, as we like to do. Beats most of the crappy traffic at this time of day, considering it's 4:30 on a Friday afternoon. So tonight we are lucky enough to be staying in a cabin at the Murray Bridge Tourist Park, I believe it's called. And then tomorrow we are off to find a spot on the actual river to spend the night and have a couple of days up there before we head home Sunday afternoon. But here we go. Look at this for a drive. Isn't it? Is absolutely stunning. You have got to love the backdrop of South Australia. One minute you're in what looks like desert, next minute you've got the beautiful hills. Yeah, what can you do? But try not to be too distracted by the views and the lovely old buildings that are scattered all the way through. Not really a big fan of all the new buildings. They don't really do the area justice, but each to their own, I suppose. But it's a drive we do quite often, considering my mother actually lives just outside of Murray Bridge at a place called Mypolonga. She lives on a farm there with some friends of hers. She lives in a big American fifth wheeler that she bought, I don't know, probably about 10-15 years ago, and she has that parked on their property. But she's a bit of a wanderer herself. Maybe that's where I get it from, so she says. She doesn't like the cold, so as soon as winter hits, she generally disappears either to America to stay with friends for a few months, or we go a bit slow up hills in this old girl, but we'll get there eventually. Or she disappears up to Queensland or Darwin to stay with friends to beat the cold. She's definitely got the life, that's for sure. But this is just, yeah, one of the little bits of essays out of suburbs. I suppose you really wouldn't call it the countryside, because we're only probably about 20 minutes from civilization. Yeah, so today we've got just myself and Mr. Drew. Of course, Mum's little man is right here next to me, where he always is. I would show you, but I don't know about where you're from, but we get in big trouble here if we get caught touching our phones while we're driving. So it's, yeah, be very careful, and with the windy roads it's probably best not to be playing with the phones. I don't know about this van up here, but he can't drive. I don't know whether it's he's got no power or he just doesn't know how to drive, but getting a little bit sick of being stuck behind him. But we're just going to sit back and enjoy the ride. So you can see all the Christmas tree farm starts about here and goes, for, I don't know whether you say miles or kilometres on these sorts of videos, but here in Australia we say kilometres. Yeah, get a better view on them on the drive back. So maybe I'll do that video. But yeah, got some horses up here in the distance. Ooh, and there's a big truck. Oh, I can feel the stress melting away already. Thank the Lord, the weekend is here and the weather is finally nice enough, because it has been ridiculous the last few weekends. We've been up 38, 40 degrees, and that's Celsius here. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's bloody hot, and not really the sort of weather that we're equipped for camping in at this stage. Hopefully by next summer we will have a bit better setup and be able to do those sorts of trips in that weather, and hopefully I will be back in retirement somewhat for same way as me. You want the window down, Mr. Drew? There you go. Come on, dude, it's not that hard. Ugh. He's got blinds up in his... Drew, get your foot out of there, dude. You didn't break it. He's got blinds up in the back of his van too. So I'm thinking that that is some sort of camper. There's an awning on the side, telltale signs. Mr. Drew, get your foot out of there. Thank you. See if I can turn this about. And there we are. Hi there, everybody. And then over here is where Mr. Drew sits. Say hi, Mr. Drew. Never too far from his mum, especially not on a travel day. As soon as the van comes out and things start to get loaded, he sticks like glue. I'm not really sure why, because I've never actually left him behind, or maybe once, but he stayed with his nan on that occasion. So, lean forward, everyone. Let's get up the hill. Yes, we do. It's definitely due for an update, but it's finding something that I want and that will work for us. I don't really want to have to keep chopping and changing vehicles, so I'm looking at making an investment into something that's a little bit more going to last forever. Whereas this thing, she's definitely on her last legs, that's for sure, but she was a great trial vehicle. But she's starting to cost a little bit of money and she's starting to get a bit fumey on the inside. So it'll be alright come winter time when air cons and everything are off and you can have the windows down. So I'm not really sure where the fumes are coming from. They seem to be worse with the windows down, to be honest, and I don't really get that, but I might flip you back around because you're missing out on all the scenery. Look at me. There we go. As I said, it's a very beautiful view on this drive. And it definitely beats the concrete jungle of the freeway that heads up the other way. Very pretty here. Absolutely stunning drive when we are in autumn and all the leaves have changed and stuff, especially once we get up towards Birdwood and Tunkillo. Yeah, we just went through Kersbrook then, so we are on our way to Birdwood now, I believe. This is great. Put the window up. First attempts at a video, so be nice, peoples, because yeah, I'm winging it and I'm not exactly the most tech savvy person. This all sort of started with short little videos for my family on Facebook and everyone seems to love them, so I figured maybe we should try and start sharing them with the world too. So we can only try, huh? Alright then. That's probably it for this one because I think I'm just rabbiting on here and I don't know if that's boring for everyone or how that works, but you can always just mute me and watch the scenery, I guess. But yeah, anywho, there we go. We get nearly 9 minutes. Look at me go. Alrighty then, well, see you next time. Okay, I'm just quickly jumping back on here just to show, see, that's not what you want. It's a little fucking road too. Anywho, just to show how quickly the view can change. In, I think it was about 15 minutes ago, we were in with all the trees and the hills and it was lovely. Now we've got rolling hills and barren land and boulders and boulders. When we go around the corner up here, I think is where we hit the big section of them. It's been a pretty good drive so far actually, but maybe because everyone hasn't knocked off work yet. But I'm fortunate enough to finish quite early. this weekend or not. It may still be a little bit warm for most people's liking, I believe. Well, today it was 33 in Adelaide. And it's supposed to be down to like 28, I believe, tomorrow. But that's in Adelaide. It's always a couple of degrees warmer here. We're now coming into Palmer. Cute little town. Not much to it. We're going to turn right here at the pub, as you can see. Murray Bridge is that way. Not really sure what goes beyond there, to be honest, because I don't go that way. I think I've got lost that way once. I get lost quite often. So let's make sure I got a full tank of fuel, plenty to drink, and yeah, what can you do? Just go on an adventure. That are not from Australia. Good morning from the river. We've got paddle boat coming through this morning. Woke up to a bay full of pelicans. A bit overcast, so a bit nice. Don't know. I think it might be a day for the book.
And I'm not really a pink person, but it doesn't matter because it's going under my bed. And then I purchased this one. Don't know what I'm going to put
And
in
they
it
just
yet,
tooted their horn, so
but
my scaredy cat's in the van with Mum. Big chicken.
I think it's a good place to start. Oh, so you just dumped out your kibble to eat it instead? Oh, okay. Everybody got their showers in, so I took down my tents, and since we're heading out tomorrow, just letting my rug dry out. And this is all that I have left to put away. I'll probably put it away tonight.
Murray Bridge. The bridge.
I'm happy with